Okay, I just got an email from my family that my mother is now officially on hospice. She has fallen several times lately, and she was already in a care facility, and I have visited her twice and got to say bye to her and spend some good time with her in January. And she gave me some advice, and I needed it. Something only my mother could say. She knows me. I had a dream about my son last night, and he was weeping, running to me for a hug. Before I moved to Europe, I spent a lot of time with him. He's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be able to go to my mother's funeral. He's most likely not gonna go either. And Mom will be in heaven. She won't care. She'll be home. And the best way for me to cope is to preach the gospel. When my dad died, I was in Bangkok, went to Norway, and then Poland, and then Israel, and preached in Israel during the fall feast of 2015, and had a vision that day of my dad in heaven talking to Steve Hill. It was awesome. But everybody deals with grief in a different way. I've already had this conversation with my son. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna need to grieve. I'm gonna need to grieve. I'm scheduled to preach in Israel in April. I believe my mother's about to go, and when she does, I will make that video. Her birthday is March 2nd. She would be 88, and I talked to her about that, about Noah's Ark being in Turkey, in Armenia, and I've always loved to talk to my mother about my travels. And I brought her magnets and all kinds of stuff from around the world. But when she moved into the care facility, I took all that stuff that I gave my mother over the years, and she asked me, "Why did you give me all this?" I said, "Mom, because I love you." She's like, "You didn't have to buy all that for me." Well, it's with me now in that bag right there. I watched my dad's funeral in Perth, Australia on YouTube. Most likely they're not going to make a YouTube video of my mother, and that's okay. She's right here. I told her bye. I'm just, I'm asking, please pray for my family, pray for me, pray for Nicholas, my son. He was very, very close to her. You know, my birth mother was 16. And she could play the piano by ear. I never met her. But the family that adopted me, my mother played the piano. The one that took care of me, she played the piano. And when I was living in sin as a prodigal, sleeping in my bed after getting drunk, getting high before I was a Christian. I would hear my mother playing the piano, and I would get convicted because I knew I wasn't living right. But my mother watched me graduate from Bible school, and she said to me, Angela, we expect a return on our investment. So I covered my mother's refrigerator with magnets around the world. It was like a trophy. She never told me she was proud of me, but I know she was. She was. Thank you for prayers.